Lois was right. They are making fun of me behind my back. They're like a nasty wolf pack.
Hey, man, just a heads up. Instead of howling at the moon tonight, we're all gonna yell, cock-a-doodle-doo!
Ready to see some of the best moments that Peter Griffin has gifted us with? Well, if you're a Family Guy fan, there's a 100% chance that you'll enjoy this video.
Oh, could I just try a little sample? Oh, I'm so bad.
Sure. You gonna buy a cookie this time?
Oh, I better just stick with the sample. I'm so bad. But at least I know I'm bad, so that makes me a little less bad. Or worse.
From one influential show to another, who would have thought that Peter would imitate Walter White's role in this amazing episode? In Baking Bad, Peter decides to start a new life by opening a small baking shop alongside Lois. This episode has many memorable moments like Stewie getting very drunk on cough syrup, giving references about Wyclef Jean helping to rebuild Haiti, and the cameo of the famous Sesame Street character Cookie Monster. We are in front of one of the funniest episodes ever.
Sounds like somebody wants to die.
No, Stewie, just give him the money from the backpack. Okay, don't shoot. What? It's empty. It's just Cheerios and coloring books. What? Where the hell's the money?
Sir, we can't give you any money, but if you've got some milk and a bowl, we can give you a pretty healthy way to start your day.
The Road to series of episodes have created a compilation of very cool moments in Family Guy's TV run, so it was very hard to choose only one episode from this mini-series. Seeing duplicates of Brian and Stewie is a very funny thing to watch, but what if those duplicates create chaos while our protagonists are going all out in Vegas?
Okay, there's a book signing at the Barnes & Noble on Union Square at 5, and then at 7 you're meeting with a reporter from InStyle magazine at Pastis. I just want to warn you, she's very heavy, so be prepared for that.
Jeez, how heavy?
I don't know, but apparently heavy enough that they felt they needed to warn me. Oh, look at this, your book is number 3 on Amazon.
Brian's professional career has had its fair share of highs and lows, but this is probably one of the best shows focused on his role as a famous writer. This episode has Brian selling a successful self-help book, which ends up being a complete banger. One of the best moments in the episode has Brian appearing in a real live version of Bill Maher's show, where he gets humiliated after fame gets the best of him.
Who here had a motive for wanting James Woods dead?
Well, according to James Woods, we all did. He brought us here to make amends with us.
But he wronged one of us enough to want revenge. The question is, who?
Well, I know one person who could have. My partner, Tom.
Usually, Family Guy is a very humor-focused show, but the tone of this episode completely changed the dynamic of the show. Apart from having Stewie playing the role of a truly evil mastermind, this episode has a very Agatha Christie-esque script. From finding out who is responsible for the death of James Woods to paying homage to movies like The Shining, Pinocchio, or Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, this episode has what every Family Guy wants. What an incredible work of art.
I'm the one who knew the world was gonna end. I'm the one who found the Twinkie factory and started this town. And I'm the one who gave elocution lessons to Rosie Perez.
That's nothing to be proud of.
Don't be stupid. She speak good and everything.
Let's get him out of here. Roll him out.
Wait, we can work this out.
Wait, a Holocaust just happened in Quahog? This legendary episode has the Y2K effect, affecting the whole population of Family Guy's residential city. After protecting his family from the Holocaust, Peter decides to move from the city to search for the last Twinkie factory to see if it has survived. The funny thing about this episode is to see that we see our beloved characters have mutated into nuclear abominations. Even Stewie got mutated into an octopus-like creature.
Your dad's had enough. I want you kids to go downstairs and drink the antifreeze in the garage.
I'm gonna chug it also. There's none left for you.
Hey, watch it. Peter!
What?
Hey, Peter. I see nothing.
Nothing.
Do you know who Bertram is? In order to stop both Peter and Lois from having any new kids and sharing even more attention from their parents, Stewie decides to infiltrate Peter's body and destroy his sperm to eliminate every single chance of his father ever having kids again. This leads to Stewie's confrontation with one of his biggest enemies, Bertram, who is a supposedly future brother, creating an all-out war between the two evil little geniuses. Meeting Bertram causes him to protect Peter's sperm after finding out that he has many things in common with him. Seems like Stewie has found a worthy sibling.
You're back from Manila. You had lumpia for dinner. Then you made love to 2 Filipino women. And a man.
You mean 3 Filipino women?
What's better than seeing Brian in his policeman uniform? Outside of being a so-so successful writer, Brian has tried many other professions throughout the show's history. This time, the Griffin family pet tries to be a drug-sniffing dog for the Quahog police, serving as Joe's partner. Brian is so good at this job that he discovers a suitcase filled with cocaine, but inadvertently takes a snort of the drug. This leads to Brian having a big addiction to the drug, affecting both his life as a dog and as a police force member, forcing him to enter rehab. After facing all his problems and finishing his tenure as part of Quahog's police corps, the episode ends with an awesome cliffhanger, giving us some clues about what will be the next step of Brian's life.
That's a nice muscly throwing arm you got there.
Thanks.
Got a nice tip for you right here in my pocket for my arthritis. Why don't you reach in there and fish it out for yourself?
Oh, that's okay, mister. I don't collect till the end of the month. I'll see you tomorrow. Weird.
Herbert is one of the weirdest characters inside Family Guy's cast, but in which episode did he appear for the first time? It was in this episode from the 3rd season of the show where, after being forced to leave Quahog due to the Witness Protection Program, the Griffin family moves to the southern United States, where we see Chris having a fantastic romance with his newly found friend, Sam. Not only does this episode present us with a cool romantic story and a suspicious character, this episode also shows us a very funny scenario outside of Quahog.
I created the universe, Brian. Bertram didn't know that by removing me from history, I wouldn't be there to be accidentally thrown outside the universe and subsequently create it. So the universe never existed. Well, we have to stop him. Yes. Unfortunately, Bertram took the return pad with him.
Apart from sharing its name with one of the best sitcoms ever created, this episode gives us a very funny story to watch. In this episode, the duo of Brian and Stewie formulate an awesome plan to go back in time so they can change the course of history and the world itself. By jumping into different timelines, some other characters make their special cameos. We have the appearance of Stewie's evil brother Bertram, who's trying to stop the birth of his brother, and many other surprises like discovering that Stewie is related to Leonardo da Vinci. If you like an episode with high stakes on the line, this one's for you.
Hi, I'm Peter Griffin of the New England Patriots. I'm here to kick off the Touchdown of Savings weekend at Wilkins Hyundai and Subaru. We will blitz the competition, and in no time, you'll be driving your new Hyundai or Subaru right to a touchdown.
Peter Griffin might be the Patriots' best sign this offseason, or at least this is what it looks like in this legendary episode. In the 4th season of the show, Peter gets the chance to play for one of the most famous teams in football history, and not only that, he got a chance to meet Tom Brady. This episode has some of the best gags in the show's history, and, well, we even got to see some other celebrities like Mike Tyson and Carol Channing. Wait a minute, some tanks are invading Quahog? This might be one of the most iconic episodes in the show because, in the midst of a heat wave provoked by the company Superstore USA, Brian and Stewie decide to take matters into their own hands and go ballistic against this big company. This episode brings some very memorable moments with itself, so you can't miss it.
Up, atomic test. Put on your glasses. Never mind what your friend said. If you want to have fun with your girl, try dancing. It's fun and good for your health.
Ah, swell, that's helpful.
Let's finish the video with a cool trip through Family Guy's history. Or that's what Peter wants to tell us here. Apart from being a meta episode in which Peter guides us through his first 30 years on air after being sponsored by a cigarette company, this episode includes some cool moments like Elvis appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show, or recapping some historical moments like the murder of John F. Kennedy or the landing on the moon. Also, we have some representation of how the Griffins would look in the 60s or the 70s. Such a cool episode. Well, there you have it, Family Guy fans. Here are some of the funniest episodes that you can find in Family Guy. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel so we can provide you with even funnier videos. Until the next time, goodbye.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What an idiot. He actually believed me.
That's what a rooster says, not a wolf!
Hi, Daddy. How was Howling at the Moon?
Shut up! Why aren't you asleep?